Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here from Google to little indie studio, SVRVIVE Studios. I'm going to talk today about how to succeed in unknown VR territory. But before I begin, I'm going to let these YouTubers try to pronounce our studio name. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Toasted Loaf. This is SVRVIVE.
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 SVRVIVE. Survive. Survive.
Survive. I just realised then, even though it's survive, it's got vive in it as well, and it's for the vibe. Inception.
SVRVIVE. SVRVIVE.
Survive.
Right. So who am I then? Oh wow, that's a big picture. Faviana Vangelius. I'm from Stockholm, Sweden. My background is I studied computer science and HR. I've been a team leader at Ubisoft, and I have started 4 companies, included SVRVIVE Studios. Why I started VR is this. Does anyone here know what this is? All right, yeah, we're in San Francisco. So at my first year at San Francisco, I found VR and completely fell in love with it. And this is truly what I wanted to do when I got back home. So for me, it's finding your passion or finding your call, because it is as hard to be entrepreneurship. If anyone has seen Silicon Valley, it's identical. But if you have your true passion to do something, it's definitely worth it and easier. Another fun thing about it is this. I get to entertain drunk 2-year-olds. And most of you, how many of you have tried VR? Yeah, obviously. How many of you have tried good VR? Ah, yeah, okay. It's starting to come pretty well, good games, entertainments. But I don't know if you recognize yourself, but trying VR for the first times is basically this. So get fascinated by everyday objects, throw and break everything, and get easily scared. So that is very fun to watch every time we demo. A little quick info about my VR studio, which is called SVRVIVE Studios, or SVRVIVE Studios actually, how it's pronounced. Founded in May 2016, so we're a little over a year now. We're a team of 15 people, as I said, in Stockholm, Sweden. We got a seed of $1.7 million. We released our first game, Survive the Disease Helix, which has been on the #1 global VR bestseller 5 times, and about to release Kartong, which means literally cardboard in Swedish, for the PSVR, HTC Vive, and Oculus Rift. So we primarily focus on premium VR on PC. So this is some of the strategic or key approaches that I'm going to share with you today, how we at our studio have been working with. And this can be applied to any unknown territory, but this is specifically for VR or AR. But starting with the first one, which is speed, to be really, really, really fast. It has a lot of benefits, especially with a new medium as VR. So market shares is, for one, partnerships and insights. So when we first started, we were tried to contact most of the major VR hardware, because in the beginning, it's so much easier to get a hold of them than, let's say, in 1 or 2 years, or even 5 years. And also, a really good thing is to get insights, all the learnings, as you go along the way. The #2, which is one of the more important aspects, is to build on the unique market values. And maybe some of you have already been here all day, so the importance of escapism and immersiveness, so I don't really need to get into that. Experience the strong emotions, which is what our entire studio is built upon, to give that emotions. And the most important, and what makes me very excited about, is the impact of the brain for VR. We have our third game that does not have a name yet, and this is not something we have come out with yet, but it's gonna be focused on just that, an impact on the brain, and how we can have a positive impact for the player or the individual. So we're talking to different psychologists and neuroscientists to be able to give the learnings of primarily empathy, but also compassion. And I think it's going to work very, very well, especially with the medium as VR. So that's our focus at the moment. A third thing is to push yourself, to really push yourself to be innovative, especially if you're just indie VR studio as we are. As maybe probably most of you already know, there is definitely no blueprints. When we first started, it's not like we could just go to Google or YouTube and learn stuff. It's really we had to do learn by doing, and to really explore the new opportunities. I know there's a lot of things with eye tracking or HTC's track or haptic suits and all of that. It's a really fun but important way to learn these new experiences. And also to aim to set the standards, because we are the one that sets these standards, let's face it. For instance, we are experimenting with different ways of locomotion. Either it's with teleportation or no teleportation. The only way is to experiment. This is one of my favorites. Fuck up. What I mean by this is, of course, to try many things. The more you try, the more you learn. Of course, you're going to fail a lot. But just fail fast and go to the next one. And don't forget to also analyze everything. When we first started, once again, we didn't really have any VR headsets. I mean, we couldn't even buy them on stores, so we started developing without the VR headsets. And believe me when I say that was all for nothing. We had to completely scrap everything and redo. Not to mention our poor programmer broke his arm. But anyways, just get out there and try many things, and you're gonna fail along the way, but that's how you will learn. And also, of course, make friends. This picture is in Stockholm, one of our Stockholm VR meetups, where there's over 1,300 members now and growing. So we're there to really build a community, build it together. And also, this is important, to make colleagues or friends, not competitors, because we're all in this together in the same boat. We all want VR and AR to happen now. And the only way we're going to do this is by helping each other out. At least that's our vision and learnings. Third is to say yes to the curious. I remember when I first, once again, at Merriman, got super hyped and wanted to work with this. And if it wasn't because of a few individuals who said yes to have a coffee with me and to just listen to me and help me, I wouldn't be standing here today. So really say yes to the curious, so no matter what their backgrounds are, because they might be the one pushing this industry forward. And to diversify your team. This is a recent picture, our team. And by diversity, it means also to have different backgrounds. I'm not only talking about gender or etc., but also different backgrounds in industry. So we have people from either marketing, and we have business people. We, of course, have game developers and VR developers, but it's all together to make the whole studio. And to also use the power of the crowd. Me as a CEO and the boss, and not the only one that has to have a say. Of course, and we have to listen to everyone, because we truly believe that together we can come with the best ideas. And also let your people mingle. That's not only in the sense of networking in places like this, where you can meet other fellow industry people, but also in the team, where they can work together in a project and then change to other colleagues and trying different things out. And then remember the YouTube clip that I showed with the YouTubers. So today we have over 100 YouTubers out there that has tried our games, and over 300 articles and news forums that people have talked about us. And one of the reasons that on Reddit mainly, and other forums on Steam, was that they couldn't pronounce our names. So the next slide about finding your voice is directly linked to the YouTubers. This is our voice, so I'm not telling you to completely copy it, but to just find your own and make the best communication you can with it. So this is the trailer for our first game, Survive the Helix.
From the creators of virtually nothing, except the pre-alpha demo of the same title. Are you ready to unveil the mystery? SVRVIVE, the DS Helix.
Yep. And I also wanted to end with the new teaser of our game that we came third place yesterday. For you that didn't get a chance to play it yesterday on our demo, you can talk to me outside of the room. And also, if you're curious about our third game, that is empathy evoking, also please come and talk to us. But I'm really looking forward to help in any way I can, and connect as well. And lastly, I am on Twitter, Snapshot, of course, and WeChat is the Chinese, right? Anywhere. So if you can't talk to me now, please connect with me. And that is my time. So thank you so much for having me from Sweden. Thank you.